Hello, everyone, and welcome to the season 2 of the Berna Disa Talk Show. And today, my guest for the show is Mrs. Shikha Tiwari. Let me tell you more about the details. Let's say she's someone who has been a role model for many out there. And today, I'm very grateful to have her on the show, and let's have some more discussion about it. Hello, ma'am. Welcome to the show.
Good evening, Bernard, and thank you very much for calling me for this talk show. Thanks a lot.
Well, ma'am. Right. Ma'am, I had opportunity to go through one of your articles that was published about you in the Forbes magazine,
Right.
where it has shown that how you challenge the basics and how the society treats us, and overcoming all that and coming out as a leader, as someone, your students, your teachers, your fraternity looks up to you. And it's,
Yeah.
it's really amazing to read something, and so promising as well.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much mentioning for all these things.
And this brings me to my first question. I really want to know what made you choose teaching as a line going ahead.
Right. So before answering your question, I would like to tell you a little bit about me. I'm from UP and I came to Bangalore in July 1982 with my
Oh,
husband after a few months of our marriage. I had a first class postgraduate degree, but had never thought of searching for a job. Somehow it happened after 20 years in 2002 when one of my friends, who was a principal of a degree college in Bangalore, literally pushed me and my husband motivated me to take up a job as a part time lecturer in her college.
all
And
right.
she was the one who persuaded me for another master degree and later on PhD in the same subject. So I have never made a plan for a career. I even don't know if I would have planned for a career, it would have been teaching or anything else.
Right.
Though it had come to me as by chance. But I would like to mention that I have made it my choice. Because I have learned that if you want to see the desired changes in the society, you can bring it through teaching profession. As teachers have biggest influence on students' life, and I am the example of that.
Right.
At a very young age, till the professional qualification, teachers, professors influence you a lot. I strongly believe if you want to build a strong nation, we have to strengthen the teaching community. But unfortunately, the scenario is totally different. Teaching profession is still the last choice of the new generation, as they know that they can earn much more in different professions.
Yeah. What you said is correct, because right now there are very few young students who are just out of their college, out of their
Yeah,
graduation,
yeah,
who are looking up to take teachers a role or
yes,
teaching as a habit or
yes.
as a career option.
Right. That's how.
And
That's how. Because the scenario is, though we know in a nation building, teachers are the most important people who are really playing a good role. But this is how it is not happening. Still, this job is coming to people by chance, not by choice.
not by choice, right? Well, that's one of the sad realities, because
Yeah.
when we were growing, we have always heard that teachers are
Yeah.
the second parents,
Yes.
and
Yeah.
teachers are the child's first role models apart from
Right.
their parents,
Yes.
because
Yes.
most of the time what we used to spend is in the school than with our parents,
Very
like
true. Very true.
throughout growing.
Very.
and
Uh,
and I think I had written to one of my tweets, which I had tweeted earlier, and it said
yeah.
that the world needs teachers,
Hmm.
entrepreneurs, and poets to
Hmm.
bring a change, not the politicians.
Yes, of course. Definitely. What you have written, it is absolutely right. Because see, thinkers and who are they say it's a noble profession. They are the one who are making a big impact on the new generation. It is not now, it is since ages it is happening. But
Right.
still there is not no conscious effort has been made where we can really bring some charm to this profession. There is no charm in this profession. People still
Right.
feel there's no money in this profession, and that's how people, the best people are not there in the profession, honestly speaking.
That's right. One more question that comes to mind is when I listen to the story and how
Hmm.
everything. What are your future plans?
Honestly speaking, I'm not the person who really believe too much in future planning. Somehow I
All right.
strongly believe that life is very unpredictable. So don't make plans for your future. Live your every day to the fullest. I live every day with a very conscious effort that I should be a little better person than what I was yesterday. I do effort to create a happy environment. I make a conscious effort to keep people happy surrounding me. And honestly speaking, I love what I'm doing now because my job is giving me the opportunity to interact with people and especially young children. And that's how I can utilize my experience and knowledge to make little difference in my students' life. I would love to continue working in the same field in the same manner as long as it is possible. And that would be my little contribution to the society.
Wow, that's such a noble thoughts that you just shared with me. Can you tell me who inspires you? Like, do you have any role models that you look up to?
Of course, Bernard. That is very much because since our childhood, always it is like no, in our life at very different stage, we have many people who inspire us, motivate us, and make a remarkable impact in our life. My father was the person who inspired me, motivated me, and in fact, he was the creator of my character. He taught us so many things in extremely simple manner that today, if I go back to my childhood memories, I really wonder that what a great visionary was he. Lesson of the honesty, value of the hard work, and spreading love amongst the people were his daily lesson to his children. Every evening he used to sit with us and teaching us so many good things, telling us the story of the great leaders of the world. It is not even, I mean, today I'm surprised and thrilled the kind of childhood I had, and I give all credit to my father for that. So he was the first one actually who influenced me to the core. I don't know. I think girls are more influenced always with father. And
Right.
similarly, habit of reading, chanting of shlokas, I have learned from my mother. She was the one who indirectly influenced me for reading. And I believe reading is something which is very, very important, who always help us to build a good character. And during my college days, one of my professors had made a big impact on my life. The lesson of my life I have learned from her. Love for knowledge is the biggest learning from her. It was her influence on me that for long 20 years, being a loving mother and a homemaker, I was very well aware that what's happening around the world. She was the best teacher I have ever met in my life. And that's the reason when I started working as a lecturer in a degree college, her teaching was so fresh in my mind that it was not very difficult for me to create an impression on my students that I'm a good teacher. It was so easy for me because, see, it was a long period of 20 years, but her classes were so live in my mind, then it is not even, no, I mean, it's not easy for any teacher to make that kind of impact on their students. Whatever, honestly saying, whatever little success I have gained in my career, I owe everything to my Didi, my professor, Dr. Sipra Banerjee. Surely, last but not the least, I look upon this new generation. They are extremely knowledgeable, very sincere, honest, and hardworking. Most of the time, I'm amazed with their thoughts, with their thought processing. There is so much clarity in their mind and that what they want from the life.
Right.
I always enjoy the company of youngsters as there is always a lot to learn from them.
Right. And on the similar lines, ma'am, I just want to drop a message to all our listeners, maybe to the aspiring kids out there who would like to be teachers, professors, lecturers, who want to take up teaching as a main
Yeah.
profession and, excel
Yes,
further.
right. That's very true. That's very true.
Right. And I hope the listeners who are, aspiring to be teachers will be really inspired by this talk of yours, ma'am. Because,
Thank you so much, Bernard.
right. And well, ma'am, thank you so much for taking out your time and being here on the
I'm
show.
glad. I'm glad. And I'm extremely happy to be a part of your team, to be a part of your talk show. Thank you so much for inviting me for your show.
You're welcome, ma'am. And dear listeners, if you have any queries, you can drop me a text or tweet. Dr. Shikha Tiwari will be very happy to respond to all your queries. Thank you so much, and you
Thank
guys
you.
have a
Thank,
lovely day.
thanks a lot.